Hello, and welcome on back to the Survival Project. In the last episode, we did a load of work around here, just getting this entire area terraformed up, getting a nice garden in. We've got an awesome dead tree here with a swing on it, just to add to that sort of horror feel that we've got going on with the place. Everything's really nice and overgrown, and yeah, this entire build is really starting to come together quite nicely now. I did swap out the fences for the chains instead, just because I think that that looks quite a bit better. But yeah, I'm really happy with the entire vibe that we've got going on here. It's all really coming together. Now, I've done a bit of work on the interior of the house, which you can sort of see coming through the window there as we're jumping along. So yeah, let's pop in and take a little bit of a look. So just before we do pop in, I've been toying around with the idea of how I want this to be, and I almost want it to be like the people that would have been living inside this house are delusional. To them, all of this looks pristine and perfect. So it's funny, every single time that I come to record on this world, there's a crow outside my window that likes to go off. It's a little bit. See, you can just about hear him in the background there. It's a little bit weird that we're in a horror area and every time we're here there's a crow having a little sing outside. At any rate, yeah. So on the inside everything's kind of pristine and neat and tidy in the way it should be, because the people in here are completely delusional and not willing to accept the truth of what's actually going on in the area, that it's actually this dead and horrible area. And actually, there's one more thing that I want to do just before I do pop back inside. We're just going to take a real quick look at this. So I have been toying around with a little bit of a texture difference for this facade here, and that's what I've got going on there. So we've got a little bit of stone, some of the andesite, and that is our granite texture there. And I think I am going to do that for the whole thing, just because it makes things look a little bit dirtier, a little bit more worn down. All of this stone looks just a little bit too pristine. At any rate, let's take a look inside. We can have a look at what we've done. I've only done the first floor so far, so yeah, let's come in and have a look. So we've got our sort of entry hallway. There's a staircase upstairs. We'll just run up here real quick. Not a lot going on here. Nice and empty, but the first door here brings us into our little living area. So we've got two couches, a table, a nice little fireplace, some bushes. We've got a little bookshelf here with a little bit of storage next to it. Really like this design. I like this little table design as well, actually. It dips down and comes back up. I think it's pretty cool. So we're just using fence gates underneath trapdoors to create this effect. But yeah, we've got a little seating area here, and we've got like a little desk there. I've got to be honest, interior isn't really my thing. I'm just kind of trying my best to make things look as good as possible. So I'm kind of filling out space wherever I can. So from here we can go straight on through and into our little dining area. Now this area is not completely done. We're still working on it a little bit, but got a couple of suits of armors. Obviously someone with a house this size would be quite rich. I just want to point out like the little roof design I've got going on here. So what I'm using is two sets of stairs back to back into slab into two sets of stairs back to back, and it creates like a bit of a more supported look to the actual ceiling rather than it just being a flat look. Just something to think about when you're making your builds. Is it structurally integral? If that's what you're going for, that is, which in this case we actually are. So yeah, we got a little dining room here. We've got like a little serving hatch here with a table, and you can see through into the kitchen. So let's just take a quick look in here. Don't really need to close that. Not really too much going on here. Again, little serving hatch. These are acting as plates, and yeah, we've just got smokers and that, and a load of overhead storage there. I actually really quite like the way that this looks. We're using plant pots and ferns to act out as like herbs, and that's just a dead bush in there. And we've got like a little herb cupboard in here, which I thought was a pretty cool little design. Obviously we're using dark oak trapdoors here just to create the walls. I feel like it gives you a little bit more space So if I was to use full blocks here, then we'd be losing quite a lot of space to put other things. Yeah, so I believe that's all I've got done so far. Yeah, I was about to start working in here, which is going to be a bit of an office area. Probably going to close off some of these windows because there's a bit too much going on there. It's actually pretty dark. I've not really done any lighting. Let me just sleep real quick. Very loud outside today. So, yeah, I was gonna do a bit of work in here, getting the office set up, and that would have been pretty cool to have got done. And we're gonna have like a little basement area down here. Now I have hidden lighting all over the place in here just to make sure that, you know, mobs don't spawn in. So I've placed down like a bunch of trapdoors with sea lanterns underneath around the place, and that's going to help light things up a bit. And in a few areas, obviously, we've got lanterns about. That's just to make the look. It's a shame, really, that we can't stop mobs from spawning inside the house, because it would have been pretty cool to have been able to have like some ambient lighting rather than having the thing fully lit up. Oh yeah, you got little bits like this because I've like done double thick on the trapdoors, but it does help me hide even more light sources like that one there. But yeah, so I need to do all of the upstairs interior here. We're gonna have like a bit of an attic area as well, so we're probably gonna have 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, I want to say, and a bathroom. 3 bedrooms and a bathroom, and we'll work something out to do out here as well, and all in all it should start coming together. Anyway, 7 minutes in and we're still talking, and we haven't done any building or any block placing. So what are we going to be doing today? You might notice at the beginning that I've got a nice big circle going on there. Now I need to fill out a load more grass, and I'm not going to do that as a time lapse because I think watching grass get placed can be pretty boring, and I do it quite a bit in this series because there is a lot of terraforming going on. But yeah, there's going to be something really big going on around this sort of circle here, and that is basically what we're going to be working on today. We're going to get a bunch of custom trees in and all of that sort of good stuff. And yeah, we're probably going to try and get like this island sort of built out a little bit more. I want to sort of bring it round and connect it up, and yeah, just make things look a little bit more connected. And then at some point I'm going to need to start capping off the edges. But yeah, I am going to do a load of work placing a hell of a lot of grass, and then we're going to jump back in and I'm going to explain a little bit more about what's going to be going on. So I will catch you guys after I've done that. I expect it's probably going to take quite a few hours, so I will see you in just a second. So I've just come back from fixing all my tools up because I very nearly lost my shovel. I think I was on like 1 or 2 durability left, but I've made a ridiculous amount of progress. I've been busy at this for a few hours, just filling in grass. I had to go off, I had to go collect a load more, and yeah, we've just filled in such a massive amount of space. Now, if you remember, when we started this little project a couple of episodes ago, I did say that I didn't want to be doing the entire thing in one go. And yeah, I think I've basically hit that point now. I'm pretty bored of placing dirt, pretty bored of placing grass. So I want to do something a little bit different for myself now. Just also to keep this a bit more interesting as well, and so that I don't spend just days and days doing this. So what's going to happen is by Halloween all of this is going to be completely finished. We're going to have some really cool builds put up, we're going to do a load of really cool stuff to the area, and we are going to finish off this half of the island. But over the next 2 episodes, so today and our next one, we are going to finish off this side over here. So essentially, if we just cut this circle in half, we're going to do everything on this side, and we're going to plan out a little bit of what's going on over here. But I want to get a few more houses built up, probably one there and one over here. And yeah, basically I don't want to do that just yet. I don't have any really cool designs in mind for what I want to do for that, and I'm just a bit worried that if I was to do it now, they'd just come out looking very similar to this one, and I want them to be different. So we're going to spread it out. I mean, it's May now, and we've got until Halloween, so we have got loads of time until the end of October. So it's definitely going to be finished in time for that. But anyway, moving on, we are going to be doing a load of work on this side. Now, this area here, we're actually going to be building a giant tree within this circle. It's going to be destroyed and run down, and it's going to serve as our nether portal. I've actually already got a design that I've previously created that I'm going to be popping in here. There is a real problem with my right click. I can't. You see that? I'm trying to eat, but it just won't let me. There we go. Yeah, I think I may need a new mouse. But yeah, so if you feel like checking it out, I've got a video called 10 Nether Portal Designs, something like that. And it's showcased in there. That's going to be the build that's going to be going right in the middle of this, but this is going to become a crater. So this is going to go down a little bit. It's going to be lots of stone, and yeah, it's just going to look really, really rough. And essentially what's going to be happening is the portal is essentially going to be leaking out into the land. So we're going to have, using the glass fog effect, we're going to have like loads of little almost river-like things breaking off and yeah, just looking destroyed. So you know, it's kind of hard to explain it. I think the best thing I could do is just do it and then show you guys what I mean. So yeah, I'm going to get a little bit of it done real quick now, just so I can sort of explain what I mean. I'm not going to be putting the glass in just yet, but we will get a lot of that done by the end of this episode. I just want to get a quick bit sort of built up to show you exactly what I mean. We're also not doing the crater yet. But yeah, it's very, very dark now, and this area is not lit up at all, and I'm pretty terrified of dying. So let's sleep. I'll get that bit built up and we'll take a look so you guys can understand more of what I mean. So from up here, we can hopefully get a bit more of an idea of what I'm talking about. So basically, there's just going to be these massive cracks coming off from where the crater is, and there's going to be like little bits like that sort of spread about as well. Just all of the land completely destroyed and sort of being infected by the nether portal. So we're going to use like a purple stained glass effect within the sort of crack area, and I really think it should wind up coming out looking pretty cool. I think this main long section here, I need to extend that out a bit more to make it look a little bit better. But yeah, it's going to be coming off from all sorts of directions. I'm going to have a bit coming up here and actually going up that little cliff face towards the house a little bit and then coming back down. And yeah, all in all, it should wind up looking really good. So now that you've got a bit of an idea of what's going on, I'm going to get a load of work on that done. I'm going to get a load of more terraforming done, basically. Just getting a load of custom trees built up and all of that sort of stuff. Just getting this area really looking the way that I want it to be looking. Now, if we sort of look around, you can see this really light area between the biome blend. And what I'm going to do is use that as a guide to lay out like where we're going to have basically a mountain face, just to sort of cap the area off. I'm probably never going to build the entire mountains, but we'll build it up some ways, and yeah, we can go from there. Maybe a massive mountain project could be something for us to do at some point, but I really don't want to get into building massive mountains again, not just yet. Not when we've spent most of the past like 50 episodes working on mountains and cliff facings within our Japanese island. But yeah, I am going to go get a hell of a lot of work done. I've got so many resources to gather, and yeah, I've got to make a lot of glass. I've got to get a lot of sea lanterns. I don't even think sea lanterns aren't the best for this, actually. I probably need glowstone. Problem with using sea lanterns is they create like a bit of a pattern underneath the glass, and it winds up ruining the fog effect. So yeah, I'm going to have to get villagers. I need to sort out villager trading, I think, is the best thing to do, but I'll get to that eventually. Anyway, I am going to get a load done. When I jump back in next, there is going to be a hell of a lot of work done here. So look forward to that, and I'll catch you guys in just a sec. So this has been taking me a very, very long time, and unfortunately I did record a time lapse, but that has just basically corrupted, which is a little bit annoying. I've actually already recorded this section before as well. Not entirely sure why, but basically both files just completely corrupted. Anyway, this has taken a lot longer than I thought it would. I think I've spent about 5 hours working on this, and that's what I've got done so far. So we've got the circle done, and I built this tree. Again, it's based on a design that I've made previously. However, I've made a few alterations here and there. But yeah, I do quite like the way that it has come out. I think it's looking pretty good. I'm actually just letting the sun go down a little bit here so we can see the full effect. But yeah, I think it looks really, really cool. I think I need to mess up the edges a little bit of this circle just so it doesn't look quite so round. But then again, once we've got all of these little bits coming off of the edges as well, it should break up that roundness completely anyway, so we might not really have much of a problem. Anyway, I've spent a very, very long time on this today, and I really need to get this video sort of set up, rendered out, and ready to go. So, yeah, unfortunately, I'm not getting as much done in this episode as I would have quite liked, but then again, I think I may have bitten off a little bit more than I could chew. Having said that, we have made a large amount of progress, and I think that that looks awesome. That nether portal design looks really cool, especially with the purple pool just around it there. And it's definitely going to help give us the vibe for the area. So in our next episode, we've basically got to finish all of this off, so I'm just going to really power through quite a lot of it. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do massive time lapses or not. Need to work out why my OBS footage was getting see, that gets a little bit annoying from a distance when it breaks up like that, but not really much we can do. But yeah, I'm going to do some work between episodes as well. Probably just get all of this dug down. I've got to collect a load more sand, because I've pretty much used every piece of glass that I have. Damn, this area is dangerous. There's a lot of mobs. But yeah, I've used virtually all the glass that I have, and I've got to get more, and I've got to get all of this dug out, and we've got to get things set up. So, I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I hope you like the build, and I will catch you guys in the next one.